This video today, we're going to focus on a massage technique that helps to facilitate speeding up the movement of lymphatic fluid in the face, in the tissues, and help to give you a slimmed, depuffed look. If you don't already, make sure you have clean skin and a facial oil. I'm using the facial moisturizers from Skin Essence Organics. They're really more of a facial oil than a moisturizer, but these have the best texture for facial massage. This is what I use in my treatments. It's what I use on myself, because you want something that has a nice amount of slip, but not too much slip, and something, of course, that isn't going to make your skin break out. So these are based on jojoba oil, which I've heard is the oil that's closest to your skin's natural sebum. Okay, I think we're gonna dive in and get started, and then we'll see if anyone else joins throughout. Okay, so start with some facial oil. You want enough that it provides a good amount of slide over the face, and just apply it in a sweeping motion. So when I'm sweeping, I'm using kind of like the whole surface of the fingers. I'm using a larger area instead of like the tips. You're using the flats. Now, our lymphatic system drains down the sides of our face and the sides of our neck and behind our ear. So it kind of goes from the middle of your face to the sides and then down. And then you've got lymph nodes in here, lymph nodes in here. And that's where we're trying to get the fluid to move. So when we are doing anything, even if it's just applying facial oil, your skincare, always work from the middle outwards, because that is going to go with the same direction as your natural lymphatic flow. Hello. So we're just doing a short facial massage routine to depuff and aid in lymphatic drainage today. Okay, so because our lymphatic fluid does go down our neck, we want to make sure our neck has the lymphatic channels in our neck are a little awake, a little ready to go. So taking your hands in like the gentle fist, we're going to use this front flat of your knuckles, and we're just going to start behind our ears, making some circles. And then after a few circles, we're going to turn our hands up using that same flats of the knuckle and slide down. So circle, slide, circle, and slide. So this is the first step of the lymphatic drainage routine, because we're trying to open up the lymphatic channels in the neck so that when we work on the face, the lymphatic fluid has somewhere to go. All right, a couple more slides on the neck. Okay, so make sure you have enough oil, that you have a nice slip, and we're going to work on the forehead. So we're using kind of the full length of the finger when we're pressing down, or you can even go like this. Whatever you find easier. So you just want to make sure that you're on the whole area at the same time. And we're just going to start from the center of the forehead out. So I find this easier, but I also work with my hands all day. So if this is easier, it's the same thing. And we're just smoothing. We're not using a ton of pressure. You're using a medium to light pressure. And you're just sliding from the forehead out to the temples. We can stop at the forehead, at the temples, and do a little bit of pressure in circles here. Middle to temples, middle to temples. Now we're going to go all the way down the neck. So starting at the forehead, we're going to go down over the temples. You just go back a little bit behind the ear, down the neck. And as we go down the neck, we're sweeping down the sides, and then forward. So we're just helping to encourage any fluid to flow towards the next step in our lymphatic drainage system. So we'll do that again. Forehead, down, behind the ears, and down the neck. And these can be just a really lovely, slow, meditative movement. Spending time taking care of our bodies and our face this way is an amazing way to help to build more joy and more self-love in our appearance, because we're taking the time to take care of ourselves. So we're going to move on with the lymphatic massage to around our eye area. I'm going to apply a little bit more oil. You definitely want there to be slip when you're working on your eyes. So we're just going to go on the outer edges of our orbital circles here. So we're going to take our finger, we're going to do a pinching movement on either side of our eyebrow. Once again, light pressure. And we're just kind of doing like a pinch and out movement. Almost like a flick of a pinch movement. We're just going from the inside out, and then same from the inside out on the bottom. Go over the top again. Puffy eyes make us look so tired. So just doing a quick technique like this can do a lot to make us look more awake in the morning. And this all helps to encourage circulation as well. So if you're trying to stimulate that collagen, stimulate that cell renewal on your face, just the magic of touch and massage helps to encourage that. Okay, now we're going to take our fingers just kind of where your tear ducts are, just a little bit below that. And we're using light pressure here. You never want to press them too hard. I would say almost feather light, like very, very subtle. We're just going to hold here and then gently pulse. All right, take a break, go back. Break, go back. And then we'll follow, once again, on the top, above and below the orbital bone, not in the orbital cavity. We're going to do some sweeping movements. And there's no real right or wrong number of times to do this. I usually tend to do things in threes. But that's just generally how I was trained. Now that we've done that, we'll come back to the forehead. We'll go all the way down, behind the ears, and down the neck. All right, now we'll work on our cheeks, and same thing, we're using the flats of our fingers or all of your hands. And we're going along the cheekbone here, so we're starting at the nose. And if you're someone who tends to get clogged up sinuses, you can even just do a couple of quick little pressure points here, a little press in circles, and then follow that with the sweep. And then forehead down. Do 3 more times here. And the forehead down. And we'll just do, always going back to the forehead and doing that full lymphatic sweep a couple times after each movement. Once again, you can choose this or this. Whatever is easier for your arm and your shoulder mobility, because I know it is difficult to keep your arms and your shoulders up. You can always take a break, shake it out. Okay, next we're going to take the heels of our hands. Yeah. Make sure you're still getting good slip with the oil. Sometimes your skin starts to absorb it and you might need to reapply because you want that slip. You don't want to pull on the skin. So we're going to take the heels of our hands and we're going to move up and then down across the cheekbones. I can't really talk while I'm doing this move, but you're going to use medium pressure. And this is a really good one. This one also helps to lift the cheeks as well. So it has a nice facelifting technique, facelifting effect. Okay, sweep from the forehead, down behind the ears, and down the neck. We'll go back to this one. And the final lymphatic sweep here. I know that's enough to start to get my shoulders and my arms feeling like they had a bit of a workout from being lifted for so long. If there's any areas you're still seeing more puffiness, you can go back, give them a few extra sweeps, but always finish with that full lymphatic sweep from your forehead, down behind your ears and down your neck. And then just to finish things up and keep the drainage happening and open, we're just going to do some neck circles. So let your neck relax forward. And then start to roll it up to the side. Pause at the side here. Roll to the back. If you have any neck injuries or this is difficult for you, just do a gentle side bend instead. Other side, let it rest. Back to the front. 2 more this way. Okay, let it hang at the front. I like to take my hands, interlace them behind my head, and then just using my thumbs, work into those muscles just below the ridge of the skull. Okay, now we'll circle the other way, so going up to the left. Let it sit for a moment. Going back to the other side, let it sit. To the front, and 2 more circles like this. Keep your shoulders down and back. Okay, give everything a good little shake. And that is a short little lymphatic drainage routine you can use with your morning skincare to depuff and give your face a little glow. I know I've noticed a little bit of extra color, glowiness in my face just in these few minutes. So let me know in the comments below. What about you? Did you notice a difference before and after? Did you find this relaxing? Did you find it challenging? Please comment and let me know. And as always, if you suffer from migraines, headaches, hormonal issues like PMS, endometriosis, PCOS, or perimenopause, and you want to get a handle on your symptoms, That is what I do. I combine a number of holistic therapies and approaches to help provide long-lasting relief that actually works. So if that's you, send me a DM. I'd love to hear from you, and at the very least set you up with some resources, if not be able to support you. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. It's summer here in Manitoba. The weather's great, and hopefully we can all get out, dip our toes in the water at the beach or pool, and enjoy our summer. All right, bye everyone.